What's up, YouTube? Brian here with Team D-Boyz Infinity, and I'm back after the Atlanta Regional. I'm coming at you today with my 16th place SPYRAL deck profile. I've been playing SPYRAL, obviously, as you may have been able to tell from the channel. Goki got a little boring for me, so I decided to make the switch back over to SPYRAL because the deck has a little more utility. It also can do a lot of the same things, but its ending field's a little bit stronger sometimes because you can end with the U and sleeper. But yeah, you can also U very consistently with two cards. And the fragility to hand traps is somewhat comparable. Goki can play through hand traps a little bit better, but this deck has a little bit more versatility with like removal effects from Toughen Agent and being able to play like in a grind game. Which Goki can somewhat struggle with sometimes against like the trap decks. Anyway, that was basically my reasoning. I wanted to play the deck. I thought it was still viable. Without further ado, I'll go ahead and hop into the deck profile. Not a ton has changed, but there's a few things different that I'll talk about as we go throughout. So, of course, the one sleeper, he's the heart and soul of the deck. The win condition, you need to get to him to win in most cases. For the 3-ofs, 3 agent and 3 tough. I think these don't need any explanation. They're just more SPYRAL names to make double helix. And then the 1-of spirals, quick fix, drone, obviously, master plan, and last resort. And then the last 1-of monster is the Ibli for the nightmare plays. For the rest of the monsters, I played hand traps. I played 3 Ash. So the reasoning behind Ash, it's not super good against Goki, but I didn't want to lose key limited cards to Reincarnation. Tricksters is still around. I expected to see it somewhat. Of course, I only played 1, and I ended up playing 4 Goki, but that's what the next hand trap is for. Were the 3 Psy-Frame Gamma and the 1 Driver, obviously. Gamma and Ogre are really good against Goki because they get the body off board as well as negate, which I think is crucial. But also Gamma was nice because of the popularity of Ghost Ogre to help protect my resort as well, so I didn't just auto lose. But yeah, this card was insane. I ended up winning one of my matches against Goki's. One of the games I won, I opened 3 of it. Only 1 was live, obviously. But yeah, the card's still nuts. Definitely. I rarely sided it out. For the spells, the 1 resort and the 3 terraforming, that pretty standard. For the striker spells, 3 engage and 3 hornet drones. These with quick fix is a U. As I've said before too, just the ability to produce 2 monsters is really strong off of 1 card. And then the last 3 of spell, Called by the Grave, obviously to stop hand traps. And then for the 1-ofs, Big Red, 1 for 1, Rhoda, Foolish, Soul Charge, and Monster Reborn. These cards are all really powerful. You have so many limited cards in the deck. It's like limited card turbo. And whichever ones you draw into, you just wreck your opponent with them. And then the traps, I played the 2 rescue, obviously, and then 2 impermanence. I don't really like this card, to tell you the truth. I don't think it's that good against Goki. But they can somewhat play through it if they have enough extenders. But it was pretty good. It's immune to Called by the Grave. And yeah, it's a good card, like as a 6 card to like turn off things as well. So that rounds it out for the main deck. For the extra, obviously tokens. Played 2 double helix. The second one rarely came up. Sometimes you make it at the top to complete like an extra link, or you'll make it as like a follow-up into like a Boral Load or a Boral Sword, but a lot of times I sided it out for one of them for the Isolde against Goki's. For the Link 4s, Boral Sword, card was insane. Boral Load, I didn't make it, but you just need the option there. And then Firewall, this card is nuts. I made it a lot. Not even just as like you make it all the time as part of your U combo, but it's got so much more versatility, being like a pseudo Pallades type monster, recycling things. It's also just a beat stick. For the Link 3s, Trigate, Nightmare Unicorn, this is key to shuffle back your resort. Link 2's Phoenix, Cerberus, 2 Goblin, and then the Striker cards. The Link 1s, I played the 2 Strikers, Kagari and Hayate, Nightmare Mermaid, and Link Karibo. So now we'll move on to the side deck. I played the 1 Isolde and 3 Cherries. So Cherries was potentially for the mirror match or for Goki as well, obviously because I had the Isolde. And then I also sided 3 more hand traps in the form of Ghost Ogre. So my main theory was against Goki, and it seemed to hold true since I ended up playing 4, and I won 3 of those matchups. And in the 3 I won, I did this. My theory was if Goki was able to beat me in a game, I would make them go first and side in all of my hand traps, stop them and break through the rest of their board and then OTK them. That was the goal. And it pretty much worked out every time. So, anyway, those are the hand traps that I sided for Goki. 3 Twin for the back row decks. Afterburner and Jamming Waves. These were good. I sided them in. Sometimes like they'd be like random one of sides. Like I'd exchange it for the Soul Charge when I was about to go into time or something like that. But yeah, overall pretty good cards. And then the last card in the side deck was the 3 Evenly Matched. This card wasn't relevant at all. I opened it once and I discarded it for Twin Twisters. So, yep. That's that. I don't know if I'll change it, but that was the only thing that was really not super impactful. So I'll get into my matchups real quick. In round 1, I played against Goki. I played against the eventual winner, Chandler. He 2-0'd me. Game 1, I opened Ash, was the only hand trap, and I couldn't stop him. And game 2... I opened Impermanence, and it wasn't enough. And I also decided to go first, and I bricked. So I think I should have opted to go second, but and done that as well. Round 2, I played Sky Striker Trickster. I beat him 2-0. Round 3, I played Pendulums. I won 2-1. Round 4, I played another Goki, and I won that matchup 2-1. Round 5, I played against Cyber Dragon Invoked, which was interesting. Eventually, I won that matchup as well, 2-1. Yeah, I could make him go first and stuff. It was really awkward when he didn't want to. But yeah, round 6, I played Goki, and I won 2-0. Round 7, I came up against ABC. I ended up winning that match, or I ended up losing that match 2-1. He blew me out going first. My opening hand wasn't super strong in game 1, and he blew me out with Evenly Matched. He was obviously choosing to go second. He won the die roll. Game 2, I ended up taking from him, and then game 3, we got into, we were close to time, and he hand trapped my entire turn 1 and then flipped up. I had the out still. I had Helix, and he flipped up Battle of the Elements. So I lost my entire field, and he was able to just go wombo combo with Sorceress in his next turn and beat me. So round 8, at this point I was X2. I ended up playing my friend Abhishek, who he was also playing for his... he was playing for his first invite, so I was... he was playing Goki also, and yeah, I ended up taking the game from him at the end in time. Game 1, we had some back and forth in a grind game. I pushed for game 2 early. I thought I had 8,200 damage on board, and I only had 72. And he was able to break my field and beat me. Game 2, we got into another grind game, and I ripped Soul Charge and was able to make a field of Sleeper, Helix, and Nightmare Phoenix. I didn't have Resort. Resort had been ghost ogred, so I used Helix to search out my sleeper. And then game 3, he opened in time and used Dolphin to burn, but the rest of my hand was playable. So he had bricked, so I ended up winning, and ended up coming in 16th at X2. So I'm happy. I'm proud of myself for taking SPYRAL to the event, and I'm glad I got my invite this early in the season. So definitely excited about the upcoming season. Hopefully, new ban lists, new format will come up. But yeah, I'm excited to be back playing more Yu-Gi-Oh. So that's it for the deck profile and the tournament report. Let me know what you guys think down below about the deck, this format, next format, potentially what you think of upcoming decks, like the Invoked with the new Link monster. Or let me know what you guys think about potential ban list changes as well, what you guys are hoping for. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you have any questions, comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and thank you for watching.